At a time when the fashion world demanded perfection and uniform beauty, Lauren Hutton walked in as something completely different, and what many saw as a flaw became the very thing that changed everything. Her signature gap between her front teeth, once considered a career-ending imperfection, helped her land on the cover of Vogue and rise to become one of the highest-paid models of the 1970s. But behind that success was a story far more complex, one shaped by hardship, independence, and a quiet kind of resilience that most people never saw. Lauren Hutton's early life was far from glamorous. Born in 1943 in South Carolina, she grew up in a home marked by instability and emotional distance. Her parents separated when she was young, and her childhood was filled with constant movement, quiet tension, and a deep sense of not truly belonging. Her mother struggled with severe depression, and the home environment often felt heavy and silent. These early experiences taught Hutton how to observe, how to adapt, and most importantly, how to stand on her own. When she moved to New York after studying journalism, she did not enter the fashion world with dreams of fame. She entered because she needed to survive. The early days were difficult, filled with small jobs, auditions, and constant rejection. At one point, she was told directly that fixing her teeth would open more doors. For many, that would have been an easy decision. For Hutton, it was not. She chose to stay exactly as she was. At the time, the fashion industry followed strict and narrow standards. Models were expected to look flawless, polished, and interchangeable. Hutton did not fit that mold, and because of it, she was often pushed to the side, working in catalogs and smaller campaigns just to get by. She was not rejected completely, but she was never the obvious choice either. Still, she kept going, quietly building her presence without changing who she was. Then something shifted. As the industry began to feel the limits of its own perfection, Hutton's unique look started to stand out in a new way. In 1970, she appeared on the cover of Vogue, not as a bold statement, but as a choice that simply could not be ignored anymore. That moment marked a turning point. Just 3 years later, she signed a groundbreaking contract with Revlon worth over $1 million, something unheard of for a model at the time. Yet success did not come without consequences. Her insistence on maintaining control over her image and refusing to conform led to fewer opportunities in certain areas. She faced setbacks, including a serious motorcycle accident in the 1980s that left her with severe injuries and forced her to step away from the spotlight for a long time. During her recovery, the industry moved on quickly, replacing her with new faces as it always does. But Lauren Hutton's story did not end there. Years later, she returned, not as the same young model, but as something even more powerful, a woman who embraced aging in an industry that feared it. She stood in front of the camera with her lines, her history, and her identity fully visible, helping to slowly reshape how beauty was defined. Her personal life followed a similar path. Long relationships, quiet endings, and a life built on independence rather than convention. She never chose the safe route. She chose freedom, even when it came with loneliness. Lauren Hutton's journey is not just about fashion. It is about staying true to yourself in a world that constantly tries to reshape you. It raises an important question. Is freedom always worth the price? Or does it come with sacrifices that only a few are strong enough to carry? If you found this story inspiring and want more untold stories from Hollywood legends, make sure to subscribe to Hollywood Bulletin and press the bell icon so you never miss an update.